An apparent object in the sky, a mysterious being that appears and disappears in the middle of an accident, and even an apparent demon that has an entire family worried. These are just a preview of the new paranormal videos that you will see in this investigation, and that you will have a hard time explaining. My name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present A Demon Has Taken Over My Home, 6 horror videos. Number 6. We begin this video with a disturbing recording captured by a security camera in the middle of the night. Everything was happening as usual, until in front of the camera a strange silhouette appears. At first, it seems to be simply a person, until it changes into an impossible form. This is not a camera error, nor are we talking about an animal. Clearly, this being has a humanoid appearance, whose peculiar way of walking draws powerful attention. But undoubtedly, perhaps, the most disturbing thing about this recording is the way it appears, and above all, the way it disappears. Can you notice it? After a short journey, it literally turns into smoke, vanishing without a trace. How can this be possible? What could be the nature of this inexplicable being? Number 5. From Nicaragua, Samir Garay, a faithful subscriber of the channel, wrote to my email attaching the impressive footage of a night goer just in the moments when a vehicle loses control and almost runs him over. A situation that worried everyone at the time, but luckily no one was hurt. However, for Samir, the most incredible thing was not that the man was saved, but that later, watching the replay, he noticed something that he himself says is a guardian angel that made the accident less disastrous. Observe. Would you agree with me in saying that that child disappears in an impossible way? In Samir's words, this event occurred during the wee hours of the morning and in an area where children do not usually circulate, which is why he believes that it is an absolutely paranormal presence. Furthermore, the man couldn't even react due to the speed of the vehicle. A child would never have this agility. Do you agree? Leave it in the comments. Number 4. The clip that extends its hand to us to descend through this video came into my possession thanks to Luis Alberto Marin, a subscriber who, in his own words, still cannot assimilate what he recorded one morning just a few meters from his house. In his email, he says that one night while he was trying to fall asleep, he began to hear a kind of murmur coming from the street. He thought it was a cat or a dog, so he quickly took out his cell phone. He never imagined what he was about to capture. Observe. Could you describe what Luis Alberto's camera captured? At first, we thought that that white spot corresponded to that of a large animal, such as a horse, cow, or something similar. However, this recording was made in the middle of the city, and where these animals do not usually circulate. But the strangest thing of all was when it started to move. And if you look closely, when you go behind the bars of the window, you realize that it walks like a person. Do you notice it? Something impossible, since its height is completely disproportionate for a human being. In fact, look at it with a lighting effect. Do you think it is a person? Leave your opinion in the comment box. Number 3. Since our last video that mentioned that the United States had extraterrestrial spaceships, my email was flooded once again with material of this type. Tons of videos like this arrive daily. What lies in position number 3 is about 2 completely independent recordings, but they add to the evidence that shows us that everything that was said in that video could be real.
¿Serán los extraterrestres? Formaron un triángulo.
It is easy at first to conclude that it could be a simple drone. But notice something. Notice the show of lights. They seem to move from one light source to another, like a ping pong ball. Can a drone achieve that? Our subscriber tells me that at first glance these lights were very far away and were huge. That if it were a drone, it must have been the size of 2 modern cars. Many thanks to Sebastián Mogollón for sending me this incredible footage. Another even more incredible video came to us from Alex, a subscriber who accidentally captured this in the sky.
¿Dos luces?
Otro es. Casi chocan.
At first he thought they were airplanes, until he noticed their odd movement. The lights did not cross the sky. They moved in circles. They seemed to be dancing. Can Bolivia have secret technology that can do this?
Mira. Está quemándose mi hijo, pero que estoy viendo.
Look, they separate. They part and then accelerate independently. Seeing this, Alex was completely petrified, as he should be. What do you think of this recording? In fact, what do you think of both videos? Do you still believe that we have no evidence that confirms extraterrestrial life? Number 2. I know that what you're about to see, if it were to happen to you, you would never set a foot in your house again. It's the type of stories that watching them doesn't generate anything until you really try to put yourself in the shoes of the person who had to live it. Try to do that. Every second that passes by in the video, imagine your house in every image. The video came to me thanks to Tania Sofia Cabellos, a girl who wrote to me completely horrified and worried from what one of her cameras captured. In her email, she says that out of nowhere, strange noises began to be heard in her house. Noises, banging and creaking floorboards that had never occurred before. Every second, the entire family looked at each other confused. Of course, because of the unusual circumstances. These sounds intensified at dusk, at the time when everyone was going to sleep. Despite the strangeness, they did not give it any more interest until the night of this video. If you're brave, turn off the lights, but keep in mind at all times that this here is a solid wall, at least 8 inches thick. The first thing that catches your attention is that shadow that is seen there. as if it were the reflection of a person that must have been seen in the camera, since for a shadow to be projected, it must pass right through the area of the staircase. Do you notice it? However, the most shocking thing came later, and within seconds the creepy image of a woman appears, who, as incredible as it looks, seems to come out of the wall. How can that be possible? And yes, that is a solid wall. Tanya is quick to clarify to us that what we see next to the staircase is not a curtain, that it corresponds to a decoration of plants and yarn. It is a solid structure that makes it impossible for a person to come from there. So who is the one in the image? For Tanya, who might thank for giving us this footage, she believes that it is the entity that has been bothering her life recently. A demon that tries to harm her family. Could that be it? Tell me what you think. Number 1. Strange events and situations sometimes turn out to be so random that in truth they could occur at the least expected moment. And an example of this is perhaps provided by the following clip, which shows young people spinning around with an object. An action that would change in a quite upsetting way, to say the least. Pay attention. What happened here? Where did that object thrown into the air end up? The image shows that it simply disappears, as if it were a magic trick or something similar. It doesn't seem to come back down. Could it simply be an optical effect? But that's not all. I don't know if you noticed, but just seconds later, we see something strange that begins to move above them. At first, we thought it was just one of the many stars that decorated the sky. However, as you can see, it moves quickly until it is lost in the image. Could that have been what made the thrown object disappear? Tell me what you think about this and the previous recordings, since this video has already come to an end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret